Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk. This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup and evaluate him on the field to unlock his true potential. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns with each player's motivations will determine how interested that player is in re-signing with your team or joining your team as a free agent. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. Players can improve their development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at their position. This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has and what effects they have in game. Abilities are available to both Superstar and Superstar X Factor players. Unlock ability slots by improving the player's overall rating. Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire for your staff and upgrade them to help improve your team both on and off the field. Staff points can be used across all. When you have enough staff points to see what effect some talent trees make you select a path. It's week 1 of the National Football League. And we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday in 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, our partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason ever had. And on top of that, it's the excitement and the hope in these stadiums. Every fan base in the NFL thinks that this is their year, and week 1's getting off to a hot start, and I know both you and I are looking forward to being along for the ride.
The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. What did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
On second down, it's Nix. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a third down and 4. Mims sent in motion here. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They send Sutton in motion. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. On fourth down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
First and 10. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
To the goal line and in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
He'll get that to Javonte Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Off the play fake, it's Smith. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Walker. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. So this next drive about to get going. We remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up Week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Quick throw, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw is Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Now he takes off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
He'll find his target, Lil Jordan Humphrey. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This one taken at the 7. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the pistol, Smith. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Now, Gino. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. James Conner, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Alexander Madison with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. It was a former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. He'll start at the 2. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Geno. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Smith taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throw it. Nix. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Nix from the under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This one from 52 yards, and this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Smith. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Noah Fant. Touchdown Seahawks. That's his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Myers now to add the PAT. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Nick's going to look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been... Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLaughlin now on the return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
He'll try and carry that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush. It will lead to a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
There's DK Metcalf, he and the Seahawks offense set for their next drive. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. On the ground, it's Walker. He is in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Nix. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
They run with Walker. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Holding offense.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. He'll let one go down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A first down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They get the opening week victory, move to 1-0, give their new head coach a W in his debut at the helm. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks, as we say, so long from Seattle.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes in-game objectives. Only X-Factor players have zone abilities. It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see Geno Smith. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Seahawks and the Pats on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week, and that one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the 3rd overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And I can't imagine that week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and will show some progress and improvement starting here in week 2.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's May. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen darted his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Lockett.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he returns this to the 22. New England's offense set to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Looking to throw. May.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here's May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
That's good for our Patriots.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Off the play fake. Here's May.
Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Here is 3rd and 5. To the air. May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And this will be taken at the 13. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So the Patriots coming out now.
And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
To throw, it's May. Got Stevenson again. Back-to-back plays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
They'll throw with May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing here is May.
Short pass caught by Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
Keyshawn Butte.
In the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started in the NFC. Minnesota hosting San Francisco at US Bank Stadium. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. The Vikings trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. It was a strong 1st half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided 1st half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Our two teams making their final preparations for the 2nd half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Short pass caught by Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 25.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The pickup there, 5 yards. They run again with Walker, shedding through the defense. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. New England trying to get a place on offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And Walker once more.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back to throw, Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Oh, my goodness. How about this start to a season? I mean, it doesn't get much better. 2 touchdowns, remember, last week in the opener. 3 more here. This is some kind of pace to put yourself on.
Are we going to go ahead and look ahead and say 4 next week? Is that too much to ask for? That's what he's dreaming about right now. That's what his team's thinking about. But, boy, what a start for him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Off it. To go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 4. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth-quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up points.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them. Choose from 4 preset offers that range